Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Remember to like and subscribe to cancel all your debt next time you play. Maybe. Today we're building the adorable, lovable mascot from last week's major video game release, Doomslayer from Doom. Wait, we already did that? Fine, we'll do Isabelle, but I am happy about it. Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, support. Assisting a mayor doesn't really translate into D&D, but assisting anyone is definitely something you can do. Because of the whole she doesn't fight or adventure in her own game, we'll be using the Sakurai version from Super Smash Bros. Because hey, I want to do every character in the Ultimate roster eventually. Get hyped for Wii Fit, people. Anyway, this means that we need to have stupid good recovery with the ability to fly wherever we want. Finally, we need to BYOL or build your own Lloyd, with a trap card that blows people the hell up. For stats, we'll be using the standard point array from the player's handbook. Roll for stats if you want. Charisma is really all we need today. Charisma will be number 1, you're a pupper, and pupper are good. Strength after that, a bulk of your attacks are made with improvised weapons, so even though it seems a little weird, dog got a lift. Intelligence next, politics is no game for dummies. Wait, follow that up with Constitution. You'll have some concentration to do, even if you're a little absent-minded. Wisdom is a bit low. Animals like you, but that's because you are an animal. And you're nearsighted, so we need to dock the perception a bit. We'll dump Dexterity. You're pretty clumsy, constantly fumbling, bumbling, and tripping. I know the slingshot is a ranged weapon, but we'll actually get a better way to use it later. No worries. Or spoilers. Obviously, Animal Crossing is a pretty spoiler-filled game. There is not a dog race in D&D, and I will not specify what kind of dog Isabelle is, because my Nightwing video got demonetized when I said Nightwing's real name, and I'm not making that mistake twice. Anyway, you're short, you're charming. That's a Lightfoot halfling if I've ever seen one, which I haven't, they're not real. You get +2 dexterity and +1 charisma. You're lucky, letting you re-roll 1s on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, changing the percentage for a critical fail from 5% to 0.25%. That's pretty good. You're brave, giving you advantage on saves against being frightened. Politics are not for the cowardly. Wait. You have halfling nimbleness, letting you move through the space of creatures that are larger than you, so since you're small, that should be just about everything. Since you're light of foot, you can also hide using a creature that's larger than you as cover, which is, again, most things. Your stealth skill is kind of garbage because of your low dexterity, but, it's fine. Take the Guild Artisan background for insight and persuasion proficiency. As an assistant, you've got to figure out what people need before they know they need it. We'll kick things off as a bard, giving us 3 skills from the bard list, which is just the entire list of skills in the game. Grab athletics, animal handling, and intimidation. You get bardic inspiration, letting you give allies a d6 as a bonus action they can use for attack rolls, saving throws, or ability checks. You have an amount of these per day equal to your charisma modifier. You're nearly a cheerleader. Sorry, I meant nearly. For cantrips, Thunderclap forces a Constitution saving throw on creatures within 5 feet of you, dealing 1d6 thunder damage to those that fail. It's a forward move for sure, but it could really smash people up. Mending repairs 2 pieces of a broken thing or fixes small cracks and things, which will be nice if the mayor's bug-catching net breaks. For first level spells, Thunderwave forces a Constitution saving throw on creatures in a 15-foot cube in front of you, dealing 2d8 thunder damage to those that fail, and pushing them back 10 feet, half damage and no pushing if they succeed. Should a party popper be able to knock a dragon back? Yes, that's really fun. Animal Friendship forces a Wisdom saving throw of 8 plus your proficiency and charisma modifier on a beast. Failing that, they're friendly to you for 24 hours or until one of your allies attacks them, but this is a game to relax, so that shouldn't be an issue. Speak with Animals lets you speak with animals for 10 minutes. You shouldn't get involved in politics if you don't want to stay engaged with the electorate. Wait, Healing Word heals a creature that can hear you 1d4 plus your charisma modifier as a bonus action because you ask them really nicely not to die. Second level bards become a jack of all trades, letting you add half your proficiency bonus to any skill check you don't have proficiency with. Being an assistant is an ever-changing job. You've got to be ready for anything. Song of Rest lets your allies restore an extra d6 of HP on a short rest. Your voice is very soothing. Kind of. For this level's spell, Featherfall reduces the falling damage for up to 5 falling creatures as a reaction, get some balloons, and don't die. Third level bards can go to college, and the College of Eloquence is good for bards who have work to get done. You get Universal Speech, letting you roll 1 of your bardic inspiration die and allow that many creatures within 60 feet of you to understand you and have advantage on charisma checks with them for 10 minutes. This basically combines 2 first level spells, Comprehend Languages and Charm Person, with slightly less duration, but it's pretty dang good. You can also cast Calm Emotions an amount of times per day equal to your charisma modifier, which forces a charisma save on creatures in a 20-foot radius. Failing that, you can suppress an effect of charming, or frightening, or make a hostile creature not hostile for up to a minute depending on your concentration. So this is basically 3 free second level spell slots as long as you cast a spell that makes everyone play Animal Crossing for a minute. For a second level spell of your choice, Animal Messenger lets you choose a tiny animal that goes to deliver a message for you to someone they could get to within 24 hours. Maybe you need to drop off a letter in Tom Nook's mailbox letting him know he's coming to Smash. The script was written on March 15th. If Tom Nook is confirmed for Smash, I am a prophet and you need to worship me. You also get expertise in 2 skills of your choice. Take Persuasion because it's in character, and Athletics because I think it would be funny if you beat Bowser in a shove attempt. Sue me. 4th level bards get an ability score improvement or a feat. The Tavern Brawler feat lets you make attacks with improvised weapons using your proficiency bonus, so potted plants, stop signs, turnips, and umbrellas are now all weapons of destruction. They also deal a minimum of 1d4 damage, as do your unarmed attacks, and you can grapple enemies as a bonus action after you make one of these attacks, so you can get a grab combo going, and you get +1 strength or constitution. Let's go for strength, I think it's funnier. For this level spell, Hold Person paralyzes a humanoid that fails a wisdom saving throw for up to a minute, depending on your concentration. Catch someone with your net or fishing pole and have someone else hit them really hard. 5th level bards can learn 3rd level spells. Glyph of Warding puts a glyph on a 10-foot surface. You decide what sets the glyph off. Maybe someone's stepping on it, and it can hit them with either a spell of 3rd level or lower that you've stored inside, or an explosive rune, which deals 5d8 acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage to those that fail a dexterity saving throw, half as much to those that succeed. This is going to be our Lloyd rocket for now, taking people down before the fight even starts. You also get a Font of Inspiration, letting you recover your Bardic Inspiration die on short rests instead of long rests, and your die increases to a d8 rather than a d6. This is a good level. 6th level bards get Counter Charm, letting you spend your action to give your allies advantage on saves against being charmed or frightened for a minute. Considering you have 3 free uses of Calm Emotions you can use per day, I'd honestly just go with that. Eloquence bards get Undeniable Logic, which you can use to be a nice little doggy or to put the fear of God into your foes. You spend a Bardic Inspiration die as a bonus action to deal psychic damage to a creature within range, forcing an intelligence save and giving them disadvantage on their next save if they fail. Or you could heal a creature an amount equal to what you rolled and give them advantage on their next saving throw. It's probably more in character to be nice, but I won't tell anyone if you want to destroy a barbarian with facts and logic. For this level spell, Leomund's Tiny Hut lets you summon a 10-foot radius hut that can't move and can't be penetrated by spells. Up to 9 creatures of medium or smaller can hang out inside. Does building a house on an enemy kill them? Sadly, no, but you get to build a house. 7th level bards can learn 4th level spells. Polymorph transforms a creature into a beast of challenge rating less than or equal to their current challenge rating for up to an hour depending on your concentration. If they don't want to be an animal, they can make a wisdom saving throw to resist, but you can cast this on yourself to become a literal dog rather than just a flavor dog, and it would give you temporary HP equal to what the animal has, so it's pretty useful. 8th level bards get an ability score improvement, bump up your charisma for harder saving throws, and more inspiration die. For this level spell, Freedom of Movement makes a creature you touch able to ignore difficult terrain, and they can't be paralyzed or restrained. Despite your clumsy nature, you're incredibly mobile. In Smash, it can be hard to pin you down, especially with that slingshot. 9th level bards can start building a town of animals with the Awaken spell, letting you give a plant or beast an intelligence score of 10, and they understand a language you speak. If you use it on a plant, it can also move around like an awakened tree or something. The DM gets to choose the stats, but really just awaken some animals so that they can begin their crossing. Your Song of Rest bumps up to a d8 as well, which means it can potentially heal 2 more HP than it could before. That isn't much better at this level. But bards really pop off at the 10th level. You get expertise and 2 more skills of your choice. Animal Handling and Insight would be my picks. Your Inspo die bumps up to a d10, but the big thing is Magical Secrets, letting you learn 2 spells from any class, and we'll get some cantrips actually. Thorn Whip is from the Druid list. It lets you make a melee spell attack with a 30-foot range, yoinking people 10 feet closer to you if they are large or smaller, and dealing 2d6 piercing damage as well, in case anyone on the side be giving you trouble. Magic Stone is on a couple of lists, but I'm saying we pulled it from the Warlock list because of Isabelle's clear eldritch connections. You spend a bonus action turning 3 stones magical, then you can throw or shoot them 60 feet with a ranged spell attack that deals 1d6 magical bludgeoning damage as your action. Considering Joker gets to have a gun, it wouldn't be fair if you couldn't bear arms as well. 11th level bards can learn 6th level spells. Irresistible Dance forces a creature to start dancing. On a follow-up turns, they can make a wisdom saving throw to stop dancing, but have to use their action to do so. And while they're dancing, they have to use their movement to dance. They have disadvantage on dexterity saves and attack rolls against them have advantage. You aren't KK Slider, but you can get some singing done in a pinch. 12th level bards get another ability score improvement. Cap off your charisma for the toughest spell saves and the most inspiration you can possibly have, not to mention extra calm emotion spells. 13th level bards can learn 7th level spells. Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion lets you summon a mansion made up of 50 10 by 10 foot cubes. It's staffed by 100 unseen servants that will perform tasks for you but can't attack, and you can set up a 5 foot by 10 foot portal to enter the area, letting in anyone you want. Like the tiny hut, this won't hurt anyone, but it can give you a 24-hour break, which you've really earned. Take a day off. Your Song of Rest die also becomes a D10. It scales so badly. 14th level bards get another set of magical secrets. This time take fly from almost every other spell list, giving a creature you touch a flying speed of 60 feet per round for 10 minutes, depending on your concentration. So when you're going up, be wary of someone popping your balloons. To upgrade your Lloyd rocket, take Fireball to force a dexterity saving throw on creatures in a 20-foot sphere, dealing 8d6 fire damage to those that fail, half as much to those that succeed. Both of the spells we took are of 3rd level. Eloquence bards also get Infectious Inspiration, meaning that if any ally adds the inspiration die and fails, they can keep that die to use later. Also, when someone uses an inspiration die, you can use reaction to give another creature inspiration die, an amount of times equal to your charisma modifier to keep those good vibes going. 15th level bards can learn 8th level spells. Glibness makes all of your charisma checks a 15 minimum because look at your face, come on, who could say no to that? It also makes any magic that could determine your honesty think that you're honest. Not that you would ever lie. Nobody gets into politics who wants to lie. Wait. Your Bardic Inspiration die also bumps up to a D12. 16th level bards get another ability score improvement. Round up your strength and intelligence if you're using book scores, making you better with improvised weapons and taking out an odd number because they really stress me out. 17th level bards can learn 9th level spells, and Mass Polymorph lets you cast Polymorph on up to 10 creatures. They can still make a wisdom saving throw to resist, but your charisma is maxed out. It's time to make the whole town animals. You have the power for that, then they'll all work for you. For an hour at least, depending on your concentration. 18th level bards get our last magical secrets. Counterspell from the 3rd level automatically shuts down spells equal to the level you cast it at, and can shut down higher level spells with a charisma check equal to 10 plus the spell's level. Fun trick here, glibness means that the lowest you can roll is a 15. With your charisma modifier, that would make it 20. That means a 3rd level counterspell can automatically shut down every spell for an hour. Not a bad ability to have in your pocket. You don't have to be neutral. Be whatever you want to be. Telekinesis is a 5th level spell. This lets you move objects weighing 1,000 pounds or less with your mind. If the object is a creature, you can make a spellcasting check against the creature's strength score, and hey, glibness, again, they'd have to roll a 20 or higher. What a treat. Failing that, they're restrained, and you can move them 30 feet as an action on your turn within the 60-foot range of the spell. Why take this spell? Good question. Bowser weighs 800 pounds, and Isabelle can throw him with a butterfly net. Something unnatural is happening there. 19th level bards get our last ability score improvement. Get as much strength as possible to hit people as hard as you can with all of your weird objects. Our capstone is the 20th level of bard for superior inspiration, giving you an inspiration die when you roll initiative and don't have one. Honestly, it's kind of underwhelming as a capstone. Not everyone can be an archdruid, I guess. Now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how viable this build is. First, you're a great support with maxed out inspiration die, ways to effectively double them, and make sure that your friends are getting the most out of them. Glibness also pairs incredibly well with some of your spells, particularly telekinesis and counterspell, basically letting you shut down all of the high level spells that other people cast without even trying. Finally, you can control enemy position with Thorn Whip and telekinesis to put people where you want them to be, but no one would get into politics to try and control where people live. Wait. For weaknesses, you're a squishy dog with an abysmal 10 AC and less than 130 HP, meaning you might die quickly. Tavern Brawler is also pretty worthless as a feat. You have simple weapon proficiency and are probably dealing more damage with your cantrips anyway. It's really only worth taking for the memes. Finally, having bad dexterity and wisdom makes you susceptible to some of the most common and brutal saving throws in the game. Fireballs, Hold Person, Charm Person, all of those are going to be headed your way. But that's assuming anyone could attack you, and come on, nobody's going to attack you. Support the rest of your team, make them the best person they can be, and don't be afraid to take advantage of your glib charm. Nobody would expect you to be their doom. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe for more. We make 2 builds every week. Wash your hands, and if you're looking to kill some time while quarantined, check out Tulok and Mango, where I do long Let's Plays with my buddy Mango.